Kong, Skull Island. This movie came out in 2017 as a part of the MonsterVerse. Legendary Entertainment created a shared universe to include Godzilla and King Kong in the same world for them to eventually fight each other. The two monsters will go to battle this week in the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong movie on March 24th, 2021. Kong Skull Island serves as the origin story for Kong. The film is directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts and stars Tom Hiddleston, Samuel Jackson, John Goodman, Brie Larson, Toby Kebbell, Thomas Mann, and John C. Reilly. This film is set in 1973 for the most part, but I never got that 1970s vibe from the characters at all. But the music selection definitely made me feel like I was watching a movie in the 70s. I always like hearing Creedence Clearwater Revival. The song choices definitely outshine the overall score of the film too. Every song is just very well placed in the film, and I like all the songs played, but wish there was a more balance between the songs and the overall score of the music choices. Like when we see Kong and we get the dun 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 dun. The songs work so well in the film because of all the beautiful shots the songs are playing over. This film just looks incredible, from the visuals of the island to the animals. There's amazing shots throughout the film. Just in the opening credits, we are flying over the sky with clouds are all around us. The lighting of the movie brings the shots to the next level of the beauty. Seeing Kong with the backlighting of the sun during the sunset makes this shot so great with the yellow and orange colors we see behind him. There are a lot of great shots of the team flying into the storm as well. And then I love the choice Von Roberts makes when the team enters the graveyard. There's a green color palette that works so well with the scene of the birds getting sliced in half and the blue blood splattering all over the place. It looks incredible, and it was my favorite shot of the film. King Kong movies should have an epic movie feel to them. I really like the Peter Jackson King Kong because of its epicness. Uh, this King Kong Skull Island did not have that epic moving feeling though. There was a very much lack of character development, and the runtime of the movie was too short in my opinion. I'd want to see it fully fleshed out. Love these characters, love Kong, get to know them and their world. It seemed like the movie rushed character development to get to the island faster and start the action though. Even when I even when we got to the island, it felt not adventurous enough to me. The characters did not face enough challenges to overcome. Everything just felt like it fell into place for the characters, and there was no challenge, no escaping really anything danger that they couldn't overcome without ease. None of the characters had any developed arcs too. They're all the same people before and after their experience on the island. James Conrad, the main character, played by Tom Hiddleston, has very little change, even though he is a lead. And I found that he needed some arc, some enlightenment after being on the island. He should have changed in some way. The only character that really changed was Red Silco. He had an arc in the film, realizing that Kong is there to help them survive on the island rather than trying to kill Kong. He stands up to his commanding officer. He has the best arc of this movie, really the only arc. And I feel like more characters need arcs. I need to get love more of the characters. So when they died, I felt a bigger impact, or when they survived, I cheered more. That being said, Kong is definitely the focus of the movie. He gives great facial expressions that let you know what he is thinking in the moment. The motion capture of Kong is better than the Peter Jackson movie, in my opinion. Kong's face is so much more detailed than ever before. Kong is shown being a badass through all the fights he's in between all the monster animals on the island. And we get to see his fighting style in the movie that sets up his fight with Godzilla and what they're going to do match to match, head to head, and who's going to have the upper hand based on that style. Along with Kong, the animal life on Skull Island looked amazing with the CGI. This film was actually nominated for Best Visual Effects at the Academy Award, losing to Blade Runner 2049. I think these two movies are equal in the visual effects category. The award could have gone either way, but the animals were amazing, and you guys see deer, birds, giant buffalo, giant spiders, giant tree ants, and giant lizards as well. All the animals were very well designed. My favorite were the birds who actually had a saw for a nose and a little yellow tip nose. I really like seeing that. They had good design. Um, but the enemy of Kong were the lizards, which are designed to look extremely intimidating. The lizards have an exposed skull on top of their head and only have two legs with a long tail. All the animals were designed perfectly in the movie, I feel, from the giant spiders even to the normal size looking deer and the buffalo as well. This is an action movie, but it also has some jokes, and the jokes were really hit and miss for me. John C. Reilly is there for comic relief and to make the jokes, but he did not give a good joke delivery, at least with naming the spiders when the backstory of Skull Island was being explained. This scene should have stayed serious and the joke was not needed. But then again, he did deliver another joke they did find funny that dealt with the Cubs and how much tougher they are compared to the Tigers and the World Series hopes of the Cubs to see if they actually won a World Series while John C. Reilly was on the island. I laughed a lot at that joke and really liked it because I'm such a diehard Cubs fan that I just like those references. And John C. Reilly's character actually makes a reference of how beautiful it is having both hands filled with a hot dog and a beer while watching a Cubs game at Wrigley Field. I agree with this wholeheartedly and love the joke in the movie and the connection to Chicago. Now for my score of Kong Skull Island. I would give this movie a 70 out of 100. I enjoyed watching it a lot. I think it was just missing that epic movie feel that I got when I watched the Peter Jackson's King Kong movie. I think that King Kong version is much better than Kong Skull Island, and you should check it out if you have not seen it. Um, I do really like Kong in this movie and rooting for him against Godzilla. Godzilla movies have been kind of a miss for me. I did not really like Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I'm rooting for Kong to be victorious. Let me know who you think will win and emerge victorious in Godzilla versus King Kong in the comments below. Please like and subscribe this video. Also check out my review of Godzilla versus Kong on this channel coming in the next few days.